Hey, this is Gilgamesh. I want to talk about this movie right here. Just saw it. It's spelled KOKUHO. So it's KOKUHO. And it's about Kabuki theater. And this is the star of the movie. This is his character's name. And it follows, it's a 2 hour and 55 minute movie. And what makes the movie, it makes you actually fall in love with, you understand why the Japanese love Kabuki theater. Yeah. And so yeah, here's the budget. This is in yen. So 1.2 billion in yen, but it was 8 million budget. It's already made that back. Yeah. And I just want to show that. And this movie takes place over, we're talking, it starts in, I think it's 1964 when our main star of the movie, that's right here. It's this is his character's name, Kiku Tanabashi. He's a young boy who does kabuki as a boy, while his father, who's the head of the Yakuza, yeah. And you have Ken Watanabe, and basically what happens is he watches his father get murdered. And his father, yeah. And he's brought into by Ken Watanabe's character. He brings him in and teaches him kabuki theater because he saw potential as he was doing the play. And his character, Ken's character's Hanjiro Hamane, and he's like a well-known, famous kabuki actor, And he has a son who's basically being, right here, Shunsuke, yeah. And this movie is so amazing. The acting's great. You really come to appreciate what this story is, and how the main character, Kikaru, he kind of like I said, he watched his father get killed, and he, wants to get revenge, but we find, not going to give anything about that, but the acting about this, it is a period piece. And as it goes on, you see what it takes to be, because they do put at the beginning of this movie, the reason women are not kabuki actors, why only men? Because of the emperor's worried that women will, if they dress the way that kabuki players dress, that it'll make men lust after them. And there is a scene in this movie where some guy sees, Kigo, he's doing his, doing the kabuki, and he kind of sees him and thinks that he forgets that he's a guy playing a woman, and and his friends bring him out there, and then they realize, oh, he's a guy. They beat him up. Yeah. And this movie is 2 hours and 55 minutes long. It is. And they let you know, when it starts, the ending of the movie, and it's just a human drama about a guy who basically watched his father get murdered, and how he gets brought into the whole, of becoming a kabuki actor, and it's fantastic. I think there was really one other person I think saw this movie with me, and wow, what a fantastic movie. The acting's great. It's already made a lot of money, probably in Japan. But this movie will make you understand kabuki theater and why people in Japan love it so much. And the human drama, really, they know how to do human drama where you actually get different perspectives and understand that, what's going on. And Ken Watanabe, oh my God, I get why he's such a good actor. And yeah, and then there's this whole point in the movie where the father decides he's going to retire as the head of, this and he chooses to, instead of handing it to his son, he's going to hand it to Kiko. And his son is kind of disgusted. Like he feels that he's a thief. Even Shun's mother thinks this guy, he's here stealing everything from them, which that was never his intent. Hanjo just saw, his son, there's a lot of like dramatic, not really forced conflict. It plays into the story, and so yeah, the acting is great. Everybody's fantastic in this movie. I mean, I was like, wow, and he becomes a real asshole of the movie. Kiko, he does become an asshole in the movie. At one point, he tells this girl, I'm not sure, it's his daughter, that he wasn't praying to God, he's praying to the devil. And that does come back later in the movie when, I'm not going to give away what happens, but essentially, there's a point in the movie when, essentially, Shun comes back. His father's died. It's been, yes. And that's not spoiling anything. That, yeah. And essentially they kind of reconcile and they decide, and by the way, his father, let me remember I keep forgetting the name offhand. It's Hanjo. It turns out his health is poor because he has diabetes and he wasn't taking care of himself. So he's kind of going blind in the movie. Ken Watanabe's amazing. He does, like I said, everybody's great in this movie. You don't get a bad performance from anyone, and you understand why his wife kind of suspects, that he's here stealing her. He's a thief. She even says that to him, and this is in fact his mother. This is Shun's mother, and she sees that. She even says, "You're a thief. You come here to steal everything." Because she thinks it's wrong that her husband chose Kiko over their son, and that's heartbreaking because his son did everything to get his father's approval, and then to be told you're not good enough to take over the business is like, that is heartbreaking. And you see where things go in the movie, and I was never bored. I mean, like I said, it's 2 hours and 55 minutes long, and it's just, it's based on a novel, by the way, and it's just fantastic. I mean, this is the director, and and he does, and it's based on, this is the book right here. It's the same, the title of the book is, and it just, they do a good job telling the story, and it just goes like this, and they do put dates and years in it so that you see when things move forward, and I kind of like the way the movie ends. It has this really, like, without giving anything away, the ending just, the plays, the kabuki theater play, when they're doing it's like you can't stop watching. I get why people in Japan love this shit. It makes you fall in love with kabuki theater. Why these actors who play them are really, really good. I mean, it takes a lot to become a kabuki actor. And the fact that these men just, you forget these are guys playing women in some cases. And it's just, they get under makeup and everything, and you're like, and so, and like I said, he's great. If this movie gets up for next year's Oscars, I can see him this movie getting up for Best Foreign Film, him up for possibly a Best Actor, because he and Ken Watanabe getting Best Supporting Actor. So far, this is up here with Lupin the Third and The Coral as my favorite films. I'm not kidding. This movie is beyond fantastic. It's like, and I was like, holy shit, this movie's like great. And so, I don't want to give the movie away. If people have a chance to see it, and a lot of people have seen it. If you didn't see it in theaters, go when it comes to stream. If it does come out, watch it. It's really, really good. Yeah. So yeah, I just want to do this quick. This is an awesome film to see. The acting's great. The period piece where they go from like the 60s all the way to 2014. You see the different clothing and everything, and you see, like they really do a great job of bringing you to each time period in this movie. And he, you see his highs, you see his lows. Nobody's perfect in this movie. Everybody has, they're flawed. And so, yeah. Like I said, I don't want to ruin the movie. There's a scene where it's like the conversation he had with his daughter about he prayed to the devil. Yeah. And so it's like, yeah, and everybody's fantastic. I wouldn't say everybody's great. Even the little girl that plays his daughter was really good. I mean, this is another foreign film from another country where they're showing how to do movies the right way. Yeah. Like I said, 2 hours and 55 minutes, and I literally would go to Japan to watch a kabuki play. So yeah, this movie did its job. It's great. This is Gilgamesh. I will talk to you later. Bye.